Oh, can't believe it. The car park we were planning to stay at is actually closed for resurfacing work. Just our bloomin' luck. Well, we're on the road again, and today we're heading off to St Cyrus, which is up on the east coast of Scotland, just past Montrose. We're now heading north. We're on the Queen's Ferry Bridge. Take a look at that. This is a fantastic bridge. I suppose we take it for granted because we live so close to it and we see it all the time. It's only a couple of years old. We actually came up here and took some photographs of this bridge when they were building it. It was quite amazing to see. They started at both ends and they did the pillars, and then basically they just joined in the gaps after that. And then on the other side you've got the fourth road bridge, so that's just available now for HGVs, really. Buses, HGVs and buses. And then on the other side of that you've got the iconic railway bridge, and that dates back to 1882, I think, isn't it? The road bridge is 1964, and this bridge we're on now, the Queen's Ferry Bridge, is just a couple of years old. We're just going to drive up the M90 up towards Perth and Dundee, and then head up the coast and get up to St Cyrus this afternoon, have a play on the beach with Kira, and have our very first wild camp. Yes indeed, our very, very first wild camp. So when I say wild camp, I mean, let's face it, there's really nothing wild campy about staying in this van because we're completely self-sufficient with power. We've got gas for cooking, we've got the leisure battery for 12 volt electricity, and we've got the little diesel heater as well. So I mean, when people talk about wild camping, generally speaking, what they mean is they're not plugging up on a campsite. And a lot of people do that all the time. They never use campsites, but us, we've always just used campsites. But this is the first time we're going away and we're going to try this so-called wild camping. Has arrived in Montrose. We're a bit early to go to our spot for the night, so we're going to have a little look around Montrose, see what it's got to offer. Right, Kira, come on, out you come.
So we've left Montrose and we're now heading towards St Cyrus. Are you looking forward to our first wild camp?
Oh, can't believe it. The car
car park we were planning to stay at is actually closed for resurfacing work. Just our blooming luck. The very first time we go for a wild camp and the car park's closed. Well, I suppose it's good that they're doing it off season, but it just had to happen to us, didn't it? The first time we decided not to use a campsite. Thankfully there's a second smaller car park. This was actually full when we arrived, but it emptied quite quickly after about 6 o'clock. This is our new step. I don't think we've shown you this. I just made that from an old linen box which I cut down to size, and Trish added the artwork. The tread on the top there is actually from the old step. Well, that's us cozied in now for the night. Our very first wild camp, so we're having some soup just to warm us up because it is freezing outside. So it's just looking all nice and homely in here, as you can see. Soup's on the go, some bread and butter. The heater's on, it's lovely and warm. And of course, being in Scotland, what else is there but to have a wee brandy? Well, it's a beautiful morning today, absolutely beautiful morning. And I would say that's been a pretty successful first go at a wild camp. We had a really great night. The only thing that I found in the morning, come and have a look, just inside the van, get out of the wind as well. Inside the van we've got a bit of ice on the windscreen, so even though we had these covers, these internal covers on the van overnight, we've still got quite a bit of condensation which is frozen overnight on the windscreen. So anyway, that's something for us to think about for the next trip. So it is, but overall I would say a very successful first attempt at a wild camp. Had a great time. And now we're off to the beach. Well, we'd planned to go up here, but there's a bit of work going on, a bit of maintenance work on the path today, so we'll find another way back to the Nature Reserve car park. Will we head back?
Yep.
back here in the van. We've had a great day here at St Cyrus National Nature Reserve. Terrific wee car park. I have to say, I feel quite lucky because the main car park over there that we were going to stay in, a lot of resurfacing work going on. The diggers are out, the guys are raking up, so we were really fortunate that we managed to get a spot in this little car park, but it's been a great stay. Probably the main learning for me, remember this is our first wild camp, isn't it?
Yeah.
The main learning for me was probably arrive a little bit later in the day, because when we arrived the car park was quite full, and I think it's better just to wait until all of the day visitors are away. So maybe 6 p.m, 7 p.m. would probably be the ideal time to arrive. Don't you think?
Yeah, the learning for me is that we need to really consider the external front screens. After having ice on the inside of the window, obviously there is a lot of condensation, so it might be better with the outside screens. So something to consider, and also to consider the pop-top screens, which I think probably will get that first. I'm keen to get them because you could feel the heat, like Loch Lomond, just going out of the canvas. When we pulled the pop-top down, it was much better. However, it would be nice to have the extra space with the pop top up. So if you like what you've seen in this video, remember and give us a thumbs up.
Hopefully you did.
And also remember and subscribe if you've not done so already.
Yep, absolutely.
So, say goodbye, Kira.
See you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.